What a sudden change is going to happen to you at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini. What a sudden change you're going to have. And I don't mean to be like, oh my God, something awful is going to happen. No, baby, no. I'm talking about an important change which is about to take place in your life, my gorgeous Sagittarini. This in itself is going to come as a sudden change, and it's really going to surprise you. And let me tell you, normally this would like, oh my God, you would find this mind-blowing in a bad way. Normally, if this happened only a few weeks ago or maybe a few months ago, you would find this awful because it would bring such a chaos into your life. But because it's happening at the right time, and karmically you are getting some kind of a reward, massive, big mama, giant reward. You've been helping to someone so much. You've been helping to someone so greatly. You played a massive, huge role in somebody else's life. And I really hope you understand this, because this only happens when you do something through the goodness of your own gorgeous, big, or large heart, my gorgeous Sagittarini. So the karma mama, it's about to step in, and this karma mama is massive. This karma mama is huge. Once this karma mama step in, the whole ground is about to shake. One big karma mama. So what am I trying to say to you? That because of that karmic response, now because of that karmic reward is stepping in at absolutely the perfect time of your life, where these two things are going to overlap. So what is going to happen? You are going to have an unexpected situation which is going to come in as like, oh my God, like a sudden change. But almost immediately, this in itself is bringing a really, really powerful revelation through your own feelings, through your own emotions. You will see that you're gonna feel different, you're gonna feel excited, you're gonna feel glad, and that means that this is marking the beginning of your awakening when it comes to you having a sudden insight, actually, which is going to show you exactly how important it is and it was for you to release this anyway. So this is gonna work in such a fantastic way. It's gonna work in your favor, like, oh my God. And even more, on top of that, my gorgeous Sagittarini, even that, on top of that, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are going to have like this, like almost instantly, like a new idea, which you're going to become so curious about. It's going to be like, oh my God, I can do this, I can do that, now I can try this, I can try that. Oh my God, my goodness, it's about the moment where you are going to set yourself free like never ever before. It's to do with something, an aspect of your life that drains so much of your precious energy, that you've lost yourself at times within the last couple of years. And the weirder it felt, the better and more fantastic outcome you're actually going to have here. This is huge. This is massive, and I need you to understand this. That this can also bring all sorts of like kind of like ideas and realizations. Do not ignore anything, because you're about to enter a magical time of your life. And at the same time, just pay attention to that new idea that you're going to become so curious about, and it's to do with like you wanting to know more, you wanting to find out more. It's to do with the knowledge that you're going to need to gather. But at the same time, this knowledge is so important because you're going to learn so much about yourself, and you're going to kind of learn like new ways of communicating. I know this sounds weird now, but trust me, it's going to become obvious. And the more you are kind of thinking about this persistently, the more restless you are about this idea, the more important this is actually going to be. This is going to bring like new feelings into your life, especially when it comes to something that you thought that you are hopeless for so long. You know, you are going to be reminded of some kind of path that you wanted to step on, some kind of a path, some kind of a new beginning, something something that you were thinking about not that long ago, but you just thought like, no baby, no, the time wasn't right. You're right. And you thought like, oh no, it's like a hard work, and something put you off because you were dealing with so many things at the same time. And that's fine. That's fine, because you're meant to do this now. So this is to do with like hard work. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's like now you were hopeless before. You felt hopeless because you thought, oh, it's gonna be too much, and now you're like, no baby, no. Now you're gonna see, you're clearly gonna understand the harder work it is, the more productive you are going to be. The more productive you are going to be, the more successful you are going to be when it comes to every single aspect of your life. It's a lot to do with the routine and being efficient and just understanding what exactly your responsibility is here. Only you can do this, baby. Nobody else can do this for you. And this in itself is bringing such a truth into your life, such a clarity into your life, especially when it comes to you doing what you want to do. This is absolutely brilliant. It's about a mental clarity. It's about the beginning of a massive breakthrough. And it's about, you know, this is actually about the fact that this is going to bring success into your life. Never mind the fact that your mind is going to be ridiculously sharp. And this is so it's going to be very sharp. You're going to be thinking really fast, you know, and this is the sign of you regaining, you know, control, regaining mastery, regaining choices, regaining responsibility, you know, and also like a benefiting from some kind of a secrets that you've heard within the last couple of months. I know it sounds crazy, but it is all going to make sense, like there is no tomorrow. Absolutely brilliant. And never mind the fact that you are going to overhear at around beginning of this week towards the midweek, you're also going to overhear, you're going to hear some kind of conversation, like whether this is going to be online, whether this is going to be on TV, whether you're going to be watching two people talking just completely out of blue, unexpectedly, whether this is going to happen outside, whether this is going to happen at your work. It doesn't matter. What is going to be really bizarre, that you're going to listen to 2 or 3 people talking, and then they're going to be talking about something really specific, like a personal problem of yours, something that you wouldn't talk to about to everyone. For example, it's something very personal to you. It's going to be discussed, but it's nothing to do with you. But you're going to find this in this, you're going to find yourself within this element where you're going to understand that your intuition is being heightened. Not only that, but you're going to hear the answer to your personal problem. Like really crazy, but also really positive and powerful sign that this is actually going to make a huge impact in your life. And also, let me tell you a little advice here. At around the beginning of this week towards the midweek, you know, listen, someone is going to wind you up. Someone is going to have such a little bit of disagreement with you. That person is like not like a major person in your life, but it's just someone that you must not allow to take the better of you. Someone is really going to be winding you up in between the beginning of this week towards the midweek. Someone is going to have disagreement with you. And please keep your temper. Please keep your temper. Okay, because by keeping your temper, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are kind of like you're not gonna do something that you would regret, and it would kind of lead towards like some kind of financial loss. And no baby, no, you're smarter than that. So just try to, like, anybody who has some kind of agreement with you, just disagreement with you, just try to keep your temper and try to stay away and try to have a smile on your face, and just as soon as you turn around, say bye bitch, so they can't see you. Yeah, as soon as you turn around, just say bye bitch, bye bitch. Yeah, anyway, I'm just joking. Yeah, so I'm just trying to say to you to keep your temper. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, something very beautiful is actually going to happen, you know, a very, very positive experience. Like really, you're gonna feel so good about what is going to happen. Unexpectedly, it's gonna happen, like a really beautiful and positive experience in your life, which is gonna make you feel good, which is gonna remind you of a certain pleasures, which is going to remind you of happiness, which is going to remind you of importance, having a fun and joy in your life. And that in itself, it's not only about that, but it's more about what are you actually going to discover. You're going to discover something which is going to inspire you, but then again, you're not going to realize straight away, but only 2 or 3 days later, you're going to realize how much potential this actually has. But most importantly, what you're going to realize is going to make you like feel like, oh oh my God, like I want to explore this, I'm so excited. But it's more about the freedom and the actual free spirit, that how you're gonna feel like a free spirit. This is so important. Like, I can't stress how important this is. Immediately you need to find a time and place how to actually incorporate this into your life, how to make an adjustment in order to bring this almost immediately. It's gonna reflect on so much. It's gonna reflect on you being more courageous. It's gonna reflect on you having a public recognition in as little as 4 months time. It's going to reflect on your victory in general, progress and self-confidence, especially when it comes to you realizing that something has come to an end. You need to end something, and for that you need to have a clear boundaries, and you need to be as direct as possible, and for that you are gonna need a little bit of confidence. Okay, and this is why all this is so important. And also my gorgeous Sagittarius, you know, I don't want to sound like Dark Lala, but it's like, oh my God, it's so much is happening like this week, you know, I'm not being funny, yeah? But at around the midweek, you're also some kind of imposter. It's going to be revealed. No paranoia, no pressure. Do you know what I mean? Some kind of imposter, it's going to be revealed at around the midweek. And this is going to be brilliant for you, because it's not about that person. It's not about that little bastard here, but it's more about you realizing you actually gaining something invaluable out of it. As soon as you become aware of who is an imposter, you will know that you are not prepared properly for something. This is going to indicate the fact that there is a lack of preparation when it comes to you, thinking about something, but it's also going to make you aware of not to follow an incorrect advice. Okay, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, my gorgeous Sagittarius, this is so important. You have to follow your heart. You have to follow your heart when it comes to this beautiful, gorgeous, amazing person who you are gonna feel so connected to. It's to do with you coming across this gorgeous, amazing person, and you need to follow your heart. This person is gonna be beautiful, gorgeous in every single way, and you are gonna feel a mind-blowing connection to that person. With that person, you are gonna feel a mind-blowing connection. Whatever this is going to be, you need to follow. Why? Because it's gonna lead towards you realizing something so special about yourself. What are you exactly shadowing yourself with? What is a negative attachment in your life? What created some kind of bad addiction even? What is kind of restricting you? You know, this is all going to be absolutely obvious, and on top of that, some kind of destructive behavior of yours, which is brilliant, which is bringing so much toxicity into your life. This is why this is so important to follow that particular person whom you're gonna feel such a powerful connection with, because it's gonna lead towards like a really important moment in your life where you are gonna be able to reach the completion. Because all this, it's not only about you following this connection for all these things, but all these things have been causing you to reach the certain destination, to reach the certain completion on your spiritual journey with something that was really slowed down for so much. So you see, one thing is literally going to lead into another indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarius, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.